Good morning. This is Emily Hamlin, Garden City High School counselor. This video is for training purposes related to the 2020-2021 master schedule class roster request checklist. You all as teachers and coaches that are receiving this training video, it is because it ties to the email that I sent out yesterday. We counselors have rosters that we so need your help with. So there's different purposes with the roster requests. For some content areas, it is to help us ensure that prereqs were met prior to that particular class enrollment. So for example, Mr. Merle will receive access to welding 2, 3, and advanced welding metals rosters to help us make sure that not only A, was the prereq met to get in those classes, but B, that between the student entry on the form and the counselor entry into Skyward, that the student did end up in the correct class. Maybe they did have the prereq, but they ended up in welding 3 when they need to be in welding 2. Same thing happens with our Spanish and our French classes. Some of you in your content areas, we're just needing your advice and feedback, like based on your knowledge and your experience and your relationship with the student. Does AP Euro or Honors English 3, does that feel like a good fit right now? Or should we at least, counselors and other teachers, have conversations with the kid? We just want our kids to be successful. We just need your feedback. Skyward doesn't stop us, we counselors, when we're entering in forms. It doesn't tell us, hey, wait a second, that kid did not take intro to drawing, so why are they in this graphic design class? It doesn't tell us. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So I do appreciate your set of eyes. All of the counselors do. So this process is just to help us, give us ideas of which kids may or may not be in the right class. It could be opposite. You know, maybe you looked at an Algebra 2 roster and think, hey, that kid has Honors Algebra 2 potential. You know, Emily talked to this kid for us. So that is why this is super beneficial, and we really appreciate your efforts. What we're going to do, and big shout out to Jane Schneider. Jane Schneider is our guinea pig today. I am going to log in as her and show you what it looks like from the teacher perspective, and then just kind of walk through some of the options. So the first step would be opening up a browser. And I apologize for any incorrect technical terms here. You're going to go to Office 365. This is your online email. Okay, so we'll log in using your credentials. Okay. Again, thank you, Jane, for helping me out today. Okay, so once you're in your account, okay, now some of you will have different screens that pop up. It may pop up with the apps that are related, or it may open up right to your Outlook, okay? It just depends, but there's two ways to get to what we're needing. If it's here, you're gonna go to OneDrive, okay? If it popped up to your email, the tiles over here can launch the app of OneDrive. Okay, so you're looking for OneDrive. If it's here where you opened, it's over here with the tiles. Okay, so you'll go to OneDrive for us. Okay. Probably the quickest way, and some of you may know other ways, but this is my crazy process. Over here where it says shared, okay, you'll click there. And then right here is what I shared with Jane. Now, each counselor, Alvarez, Fisher, Hamlin, Piper, upperclassmen world, we each are responsible for sending X amount of rosters. Some of it has rhyme or reason, like for example, Brandon will send the arts, the computers, that type of thing, but then some are not related. Like for example, I don't have as many electives that Brandon does in arts and comms, so I sent out the music So you're just going to be looking for the shared with me part and look for what was shared from a counselor. You'll click that open for us. Okay. Now, depending on what your setup looks like here, Jane, there's two rosters that pertain to Jane Schneider because she teaches the prereq for these two classes in my land over in Health Academy. Now, some of you, like for example, the industrial tech fellas, when you guys open this up, you will see several folders. You will see drafting, welding, robotics, applied engineering, and so there'll be several folders in there. So you'll look for your particular folder. What we're asking for is for you to open up the requests, okay? And there's a couple ways that you could do this for us, okay? I appreciate the teacher feedback that we got last night and today. So I want whatever is more convenient to help us, okay? But one way, and what was mentioned in the email, was when you open up the roster. Now, some of you will see different types of rosters because of the type of course that you're in. Brian Nelson is going to see different rosters related to his Sugar Beaten yearbook because those classes have been what's called hand scheduled, because we know 5th hour is yearbook and we know 7th hour is Sugar Beet. So his rosters look different. But when he looks at his Honors English 2 recommendations from his Honors English 1 class, his roster will look like this. So from here, one option is you can download. So you open file, save as. Okay. And I would just save it as it is, but then put like updated or just throw another word in there. Okay. And mine opens up in Adobe, and yesterday we found out like Brandon Fisher's computer didn't automatically go to that. He had to get his Adobe set up. So from here though, the Adobe feature works the best. It does also work on the iPad. So like right here, if I'm Jane Schneider, I'm looking at this list, I'm looking, okay, looking. If I see a kid that I think is in the wrong hour, like, is this matter rotations wise? Okay. If whatever I think is happening that may not be correct, I can go here. Okay. So like Rebecca Potts. Okay. I can highlight her and I can even just add a sticky note. Check, and I'm only using this. So check transfer credits from Oklahoma. Becca's one of our students that came, so she didn't technically take healthcare investigations, but I just need to make sure that her Oklahoma equivalent was and post that. Okay, so I can do that feature here. You can print this out and handwrite and then scan and upload, whatever works best. Also, if there are things that you just want to email, okay, that'd be great. So I just want to have everybody email me, Emily Hamlin, the notes, regardless of the counselor that shared it, so that I can make sure it gets to the right place. Because like I said, the counselors, we just divided up departments to send rosters. It has no rhyme or reason because, like I said, I shared the band rosters. That's housed in Arts and Comm, but all of the counselors have band, orchestra, and choir kids. So if you're not comfortable necessarily putting all the information on here, please at least email me your notes, and I will make sure it gets to the right Academy person. Okay, so either you're highlighting on here, sticky notes, printing, handwriting, scanning back, or sending an email with your notes. Any of that works. Okay, and you'll hit save. And then when you go back into, if I'm Jane and I go back into health science, okay, the one that I just updated, okay, I'm back in my shared, right, enrollment roster requests. I'm back in health science. Jane wants to share to me with her idea, so she's going to open that up. She's going to hit upload. She's going to hit file. She's going to go find it for me. Okay. Okay. And it's going to be there. Okay. We see that it says updated. And then, so what will happen is Jane's done that and she's done. That's her part. That's the only one she had notes on. Okay. And then just to see what happens is when I go in now, any of the counselors, so the counselors all have access to this setup. Okay. So now when I go in, okay, I go into my OneDrive. So this is Emily Hamlin's account. And the internet's mad at me. Oh, you guys. Okay. So all the counselors have the giant one. Okay. And see, here's all of our things. Like here's all of the folders we're working with. But I'm going to go down here to my health science one. Okay. And when I open this up, again, I'm in Emily Hamlin's account. I can see what Jane has added. And then I see the notes. I am going to have to, when I see that there, because of that feature, I will download it. I will actually probably just open it and we'll just see. And then I can go here. Okay, check transfer credits. Okay, that's what she thinks. Okay. So I know that's confusing. I hope this helps. Please email, send questions, whatever format works for you. We just seriously appreciate the second set of eyes, third set of eyes, whatever we got to do, because this helps with our master scheduling. Because if we put a bunch of kids in Art 1 that never took Intro to Art and we don't catch it till August, then we're all moving it around, you know. And I mean, that's the same thing for 0 hour weights. I mean, it's the same thing for all of it, even these health science. If they don't have the prereqs, I got to get them out of there. And I wish Skyward would tell us, but it doesn't. So I'm sorry about that. But any help is really appreciated. Man, my grammar today. So this is long enough. Email me. Or like I said, I'm going to use Tanya Bondron as an example. Yesterday, Tanya and Jane and Beth Ashley, thank you so much. Each three of you, you guys sent me a quick couple notes on an email. That works too. That's great. Like, we just love it. Love giving us names of who you think could go into honors or who to just double check. Because like I said, we counselors have to enter in at least 14 4-digit numbers on a kid. And like, for example, Honors Algebra 2 is like 6336. And then Body Systems is like 6633. So sometimes Hamlin gets a little crazy and tries to pick kids in Body Systems that have already taken it or whatever. So I really appreciate your help. We all do. And thank you so much. Email, please let us know what questions you have. Thank you.